You could hear that, couldn't you? Sorry. What's up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine. Think Magazine, put in a geek and you got moi. And today we are going to be unboxing this right here, opening it up and testing it out and checking it out and making things cool. It's the Aloxni. It's a teleprompter. It is something you actually put over your camera, and you can actually see the screen directly, and so it looks like you're actually looking at the person when you're doing your videos. Maybe you're doing a live stream, maybe you're doing a conference call. You can do it for many different reasons. The reason why I got this one is it has a great price to it, and we've got it down here in the list here. This one will fit a 12-inch tablet. There we go. This is the one in question. Will fit a 12-inch tablet, but they make a series of other teleprompters that will also do this. We have a camera on the standby, so we're going to set this up. We're going to hook this up, and then we're going to hook it up to the camera, and you're going to kind of see what I mean by creating that eyesight. Now, a teleprompter is something that a lot of news people use, or anybody that's doing any type of streaming if they want to keep that eye contact going. I usually have a monitor right behind my camera, which works fairly well a lot of times. But you know, if I have to look up in the corner here, it kind of looks like I'm looking up in the corner here. Or if I'm looking at chat, or I'm looking at a chat here, my line of sight with the center is broken. With this type of device, I can have that as close to the middle as possible. So I'll still have to look around the area to see what's going on, whether it be a person's face or some text from a chat or something like that. But it's very little and very few far between. Like, for instance, I can look at myself through the viewfinder camera on the camera right now, and it still looks a little bit like I'm looking away from the camera. So there is a little bit of sight, but it's hard to tell. And when you got text coming across the screen, if you're doing scripts and things like that, this makes it a lot easier to read and not have to focus on that little lens right there, because you know exactly where you need to look, and you're able to do that as well. So with that said, with that done, first of all, just so you know, this item right here, this is the item in question. I purchased this item out of my own funds, so all opinions are of my own. Over at Geekazine, I have a review policy. You can check that out at over at the review section over at Geekazine, and find out more about how I review things and everything like that. And of course, if you got a product you want me to review, feel free to contact me. Don't forget to go over. Now on the live stream, they now put the link down below. It used to be up here, but now you have to look down below. It'll say unboxing a teleprompter for 12.9-inch tablets, and then underneath it'll say Geekazine, and then there'll be a button. It says follow, 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 follow with the button. Follow with the button, and where are we? There we go. And everybody will cheer for you. And kittens will meow. It's crazy. And computers will go, and we'll have lots of fun. Anyway, so enough of that. The whole point is that that's where the follow button is now. It's down there. So if you're watching off of YouTube or the other chat channels, there's a follow button here, there, everywhere. You can definitely check it out. But Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. That's where you can find me. That's where you can find what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm looking off camera right now because I'm getting to the Aloxni. You got to figure out how to pronounce that. This thing right here, this is a teleprompter for 12.9-inch tablets. I'm also going to try and connect up one of my portable tablets. I got one right here, and it's actually showing this image right here. There we go, of the PTZ camera. I'm going to bring it over. I'm going to try and put it into the teleprompter and see if this 15.6-inch portable monitor will also be allowed for that. So I'm hoping that it's got enough size to it and adjustability to do that. Otherwise, many different other tablets, this doesn't have to be a 12.9-inch tablet. It doesn't have to be an iPad Pro. It can be an Android tablet. It can be a regular iPad tablet. In fact, I have the 11-inch iPad Pro. Although I do have a case around it, and that's the next thing I'm also going to check with this, is a lot of different holding devices usually have like stands and things like that, usually don't take into account the case. And that's what I'm really hoping that this will take into account, the case, because I really don't want to have to take the case off. I really don't. So anyway, a little bit about this this monitor, this teleprompter, excuse me, right here. It's got tempered optical glass. There's still glass in here. And by the way, I don't know, there is a possibility this could have shattered on shipping. The chances of that happening are pretty low because it was packed really well. But there's always that probability that the glass could be broken in here. But it is glass. And although it's a little bit stronger glass, it's still glass. Keep that in mind. So other than that, we've got the optical glass, unique 12-inch high-quality spectroscopic glass, as they call it, and you can do a camcorder, professional camcorder. Now, you might be wondering, well, if you're putting like a screen in front of the camera, wouldn't the camera pick that up? Now, teleprompter technology is really interesting. So basically, the monitor is technically underneath, and then there's a little glass mirror thing, kind of like those periscopes you used to make when you were a kid. You get the cardboard tube, and then you put the mirror on the top, and then mirror on the bottom, and then you look at it, and you had periscope. It's kind of the same technology, same idea, except instead of using glass, instead of using a mirror, we're using a special type of glass that has a reflective side. Kind of like those buildings where you can't see in, but they can see you type thing. Or, if you're getting grilled for something you did on September 23rd and you don't know what it is, they'll see you, you can't see them. Except okay, except let's turn that off. Except we're doing this in reverse. So it's bouncing off the screen. The screen's bouncing off on this glass, and so you can see it. But with the fact that the camera sees through it, and it's so close to the lens that it cannot really focus in on what the glass is seeing, and so it's creating an optical illusion. Now, with that said, it does affect how your camera comes through. So whatever you have it set for settings with f-stop and brightness and iris and shutter speed and stuff like that, you'll definitely have to make some small adjustments to make this happen. I've worked with teleprompters before. In fact, I've actually built a teleprompter years ago out of an old Amazon box, an old t-shirt. And I went down to the hardware store, and I actually got plexiglass for that. And then I got some of the mirror covering that you can put on any type of glass. And I put that on the plexiglass, and it worked really well for what I was doing, which was basically a show show I called the 5 Tech Things, and years ago. So I used that, and I had the laptop right next to me, and I used Excel to bring up things, and I could see things. I also had a one-on-one show where I brought in my co-host, and I could see eye to eye with him, and it was really great. It was really great. I bought the TV to kind of counter that, but I'm going to be in situations in the future where I'm not going to have this situation. So I'm going to hopefully have the teleprompter in front of the camera so I can see things a little bit better. So with that said, with that done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this opened up and go from there. So here it is. This is the device, and it just came out of the box like this. It's pretty easy. We zip it open. It's like a suitcase, which is awesome. And then we'll go ahead, flip over here, and let's go ahead and open this up. And what do we got right here? Well, first of all, we have the Geekazine This is the 12-inch teleprompter, so everything, just the instruction, how you have it. It says matters needing attention. Place the recording equipment there, that being a camera of any type, yeah, so it's a little bit of setup that we'll have to do, so we'll have to keep this close by for the setup. Next up we have I thought this was a case of some sort, but what this is there we go. This is the actual monitor piece. It looks like a bunch of Velcro here. So this is where the magic kind of happens for the camera. So we'll take a look at that in a second here. We have some foam here. Let's just get that out of the way. Put that here. Next up, here we go. This is the tempered glass that I was talking about. It's got a little plastic on there. We're going to leave that plastic on for now because we don't want to get fingerprints on here just yet. And once again, we're going to be very careful on this. Next up, and a lot of this foam I'm also going to keep because I might need it to repack this thing if I take this on travel. This next piece seems to be a little tough to pull out. There we go. It's a little heavy too. This is the base of the teleprompter unit. So as you can see, we have a slide out area here with a little dial to tighten and loosen. I think it flips up like this because since this latches up, this is where your monitor or tablet or whatever is going to go. We have some sort of screw system right here. I'm guessing this is for the tempered glass. We will find out in a minute. And then this is where the camera is going to set. And then we've got a bunch of option holes, screw holes down here, which you can then, whatever type of tripod you're using, you can screw it in from there. So that is it. I don't think there's anything else in this case. Doesn't look like that. So we're going to take this case, and instead of normally, well, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So fly, be free. Awesome. Awesome. There we go. All right. So let's come back here, and let's go ahead and bring this over here a little bit. So we're gonna I'm just going by the instructions because that's how I do it. Let's see. So I see everything here, I think. In fact, I think they're even showing with this piece detached from this piece right here, I believe. So first of all, they show up the screws here. They say flip the camera base, which is what we did. It's movable and detachable. Place the glass frame up with the hook strips facing up. So that's this thing right here. And we're going to place it, I believe, like this. I don't know if that works that way, because this is this pushed together or something? All right, okay. So I think what I have to do. Oh, okay. What it wants me to do is it wants me to put the screen on. So it wants me to flip it like this, with the hooks facing up. And then it wants me to put this on, attach the hood on the glass frame through the hook and loop strap. So ultimately, because there's Velcro all around this thing, so ultimately I think it's going to go something like this over the item. And I got to see this a little bit better. Hold on. Okay, I think I understand. Let me just fold this up so I can see it. There we go. So it's either going to be like, whoops, let's move this out of the way. It's either going to be like this. And is there Velcro? There's no Velcro here, so that might not be there. There's Velcro here, and then there's Velcro. Okay, so I'm going to go by the Velcros. So there's a Velcro here. So I've got the case like this, and notice how the cloth piece is hanging down. That's how I'm going to attach this. So I'm going to bring this down like this, and I'm going to attach it via the Velcro right there. All right. I am now going to flip this up, and there's a long piece of Velcro on this side, in which what I'm going to do is put it right there. Let me show you that again. So now I've basically put the Velcro on this side. There's a piece of Velcro here and here. So I have this sock piece that's facing out. I flip this down, and then I put this Velcro here to tent it. Yeah. Now on the sides, go back over here. On the sides, whoops. On the sides, there's Velcro down here, and you notice there is part of Velcro up here. So I basically bring in this triangle, this corner, and then I take this piece of cloth and bring it down like that. Do it on the other side to show you. This time we won't make that awful noise, and we're going to have to take the plastic. I'm going to take the plastic off now. Or maybe, yeah, there we go. There we go. So on this side, once again, we have this corner strap. There's Velcro down here. We bring this down, and we secure that there. And then we bring this forward, and we secure that there. Now, we have the sock here. This is where the camera is going to go. And then when we lift this up, this is what's going to see. And you can kind of see the reflection from the table from my hand. That'll go up and out. So we're going to need to take off this piece of plastic here. And you can kind of see the temperament of this glass. So it's got a little reflectiveness to it. As you can see, there's me, and now it's focused on me. So there's me in the mirror. I'm looking at the Jeff in the mirror. Yeah, you get the idea. So anyway, so we'll set this gently down as we figure out the next steps here. So, okay, so next up, we got to go back to that base plate. Nice and careful. We'll put this up like this. And in this base plate, there is a screw, and that screw is right here. And so I basically take this screw out, and I'm going to put this piece into that area. So we'll come back over here. And the idea is it's going to go like this. That mirror reflective area is going to be pointing down. And then this sock is going to be going like that. So let's see. That does not look right. Because now it's saying I need to go like this. So maybe I put this on backwards. I bet you I put this on backwards. Look at that. All right, let's dismantle and go the opposite way. I'm going to put that screw over here. I'm going to set this down like this. We'll bring this Velcro up. This is a great way to, we got to dismantle it anyway sometimes, so we'll bring that up, and then we'll go over to the other side. We'll do the same thing, trying not to touch the glass. Don't want to put fingerprints on it. If you can use like glass cleaner if you want to if you do get fingerprints on it. And I'll bring that up. Now, from everything that I said, everything that I did was right, except for the glass. The glass needs to be the other way. So this piece is actually lifting the glass off the table. Now, with that said, and that done, and me going, dough! I'm sorry, me going, dough! Let's do this right. So now, we'll bring this over. This piece right here, where the sock is, has two pieces of Velcro here and here, but nothing in the middle. So we're going to put that here and here. And then we're going to bring this down, and we're going to tent it like that. Make sure the Velcro is on there. There we go. And then we'll bring down the side here, and that's not lining up right. There we go. And we'll fold that over, still trying not to touch the glass. We'll go to the other side. We'll bring this piece down, attach it to the Velcro, bring this down. There we go. Now, if we bring this over here, this will tip down like it's supposed to. And as you can see, this guides itself in. It's got like little notches there. So it will go in to there like so. Although it's just held there, it's not like it's actually, you don't have to slide it down like that. You can just set it there. And then take the screw. And if you can see what's going on, you should be able to put it right in there. And this is adjustable, so if you've got a camera that's a little bit taller, you can bring it up, or a little bit shorter, you can bring it down. There we go. And it sets on the table pretty nice, so if you don't need a tripod, if you don't have a tripod, you could probably find a way to set it on the table. Now right here is where the camera's going to go, and right here is where the tablet's going to go. It's adjustable, and we got that adjusted all the way out. And I have that for a reason. There's no side adjustments, so nothing bracing it. It's just this middle piece, which means, I don't know, you got to be a little bit careful, and you can kind of push it together to tighten it up and shore it up from there. So, does that make sense? This is what it looks like in its total. So the screen goes right here. You can see it reflecting already with my hands. I even, like I said, I brought my iPad, 11-inch iPad here. So we'll go ahead and we'll call up something. Let's call up, I don't know. Let's call up my Clash of Clans. Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring that up. I do have a teleprompter. So now I set this down like this, and look at that. The case has a handle in the back, and that's what's really messing up with the thing. So I wonder if I just do this. There we go. Look at that. I can bring that handle over there, and I can set this down like this. Now, if I was to look through there, let's just zoom up a little bit, you can see everything through there. And as I'm looking right there, that is where the camera is. So I should be able to see and talk from there. The sides, I'm wishing there was a crossbar of some sort, and in all reality I could actually make one that will hold the tablet going this way and this way. That's the only thing that I can see possibly being a problem, but we'll keep going from here. Next up, let's go ahead and put a camera in here so you can see how that works. So we have the sock back here. We have a screw mount for camera, and I got a camera right there. Let me go ahead and figure out how to attach it. I was going to attach it to the tripod, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go like this. There's the camera right there, and I'm going to attach it, which means I got to get over there. All right. So set this down. I'm going to disconnect this camera for now and turn it off. Set that down there. Unscrew it. Now we're going to take the tripod mount and figure out, make sure everything's tightened first. Yep. And figure out which hole we're going to use. It's probably this one. Nope. How about this one? This is an adjustable screw base. Let's just see which one I need. Okay, it is that one. Okay, perfect. So put this back in. Oops. Forgot the this part. Ah. There we go. Now we'll take our camera and we'll put it in here. And we'll move the sock over the camera. Before I do that, I'll put the plugs in. And we'll cover the sock. There we go. So now, there's the teleprompter right then and there. So now I can take this, the tablet, and I can put it like so. So I can see what's going on with the tablet. But if we go ahead and let me find the camera angle here. Maybe I didn't set that. Did I not set that up? Ha, I forgot to set that up. It'll take a second. Hold on a second. Hi. As you can see, this is the camera. It's not positioned right. But as you can see, this is the camera. And I'm looking at it. And I'm looking at my Clash of Clans. And I'm looking at my Town Hall right there. And you see absolutely nothing right there. In fact, you can see it back here. Me looking into this camera. And of course, you're seeing nothing. Now, once again, I don't have the camera adjusted right. So I should probably pull it back just a little bit. Let me do that really quick. I'm also going to tighten up the sock on this thing. You can't see that. Let me, hold on a second. See if I can remember. There we go. So I'm also tightening up the sock on here. So no light comes in through here. I don't know how well you heard me there, but what I did there was I tightened the back sock has a pull cord, so I tightened that up. I also moved the camera back a little bit so you can get more of me. Did it work? Well, not really. I gotta raise up. Let me raise up the stand a little bit and do that. So here we go. We'll do this one more time. Hold on. And I'm using a I'm using a monopod tripod, which allows me to, it's just basically one leg, and I use this for a lot of my cameras, so it's handling the weight fairly well, but I'm a little bit concerned that it might topple over for that. So this is the 11-inch iPad. So this is, whoops. This is what you're going to see right here. So now you can see my face, and I'm looking directly in the center of this thing. And I'll look to the bottom left corner, and I'll look to the bottom right corner, and I'll look, I got to go like this to see the top. So it does need to raise up a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to take my chair. I'll do the reverse. There we go. Now I can see the top corner, and I can talk to the center, and I can talk to you without looking at the lens. And as you can see, you're not seeing anything. In fact, the only time that I'm turning to actually look at myself to see if everything's fitting correctly. So, and that is this part of the teleprompter. Let's raise that up a little bit more. Let's do this now. Let's take out the iPad. And I'm being a little bit careful because, like I said, I didn't know how that was going to react. I'm going to take my, and I have this is a ViewSonic touch screen. I'm going to take off the magnetic case. I guess I have a few things wrapped around here. One. And I'm going to take the stand. I'm going to close the stand. I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to put it underneath like so. This is the one that I'm really hoping that it'll fit. And look at that. It's not fitting on the catch here, which is not a big deal. And like I said, I am a little concerned that there's no wings here, but I can actually build some wings to make that look. So now if I can look at the build, and then I can go like this, and I can talk to you, and I can see the build. And what's really cool about this is, once again, I don't have to read text. I can have a one-on-one conversation with somebody. I can call up different screens, chat screens, so we can have this close by conversation and go from there. I'm a little bit yeah, you saw the lines there. It's an interlaced camera here. So let me fix that really quick. That'll only take a second. Oh, and you probably got that double. Hopefully that didn't have the double, but let's do this again. Blend that and go like that. Now, hopefully you didn't hear two audios. So now, but now you're only hearing one, if anything. So this is me. I'm looking at the teleprompter. You kind of can see the teleprompter back here, but I can look and see the teleprompter as I'm going. If I go up here, I can see my hand. But you cannot see what I'm seeing. So once again, if I've got text scrolling through here or anything like that, I can use my iPad to let's do a teleprompt. I have a teleprompting option on here somewhere. It's been a while. Teleprompter. There we go. And let's see. I've got some old scripts here. There we go. This is a very old one. And I can use a Bluetooth thing to start this. So we're going to take this off ever so gently. Go back to the PTZ so you can see what's going on. So I'm taking this screen off. You might be seeing a red dot flashing. That's from my actual camera, not from the teleprompter. Put this gently in. There we go. And it does put a little weight on the front, so make sure that you're stabilized. We're going to hit the start button. Start button again. And it's not scrolling at all. I see, that's why. Alright, so let's bring this back down. And now, I don't know what I'm going to talk about here. So I think it's for a backpack that I reviewed at one time. when I went to travel with my camera gear, I took, and I don't know if you can't see this, but the text is backwards because I forgot to flip it. Hold on, one more thing here. Nice and gently, there we go. Yeah, because you see the text is this way. I need to flip it. So let's see, there's a way to flip this. Mirror mode, there we go. Now, look at that. So we put this in mirror mode, and I'm putting this back into the teleprompter, and it's still not right. I'm not putting it. Oh, I'm putting it the wrong way. Okay, there we go. So I'll put it in like this, set it down. Bring this up, and then we'll hit the start button. There you go. And I'm talking about travel with my camera gear. I look for a backpack that can hold everything I need for the plane and have easy access when it comes to shooting. In my production, I don't use DSLRs. I use prosumer cameras. Therefore, I need a slightly, that's too fast, so I need to slow that down. I need a slightly different organization over what a camera person would. And that's when I start talking about this this product that I reviewed many years ago, a simple backpack that can hold all camera gear, laptop easily. Change your needs, perfect for a camera, around 9 different lenses. Overall, the size is 12.2 inches by 9.4 inches by 18.5 inches. So you're seeing me read. The top of the bag is easy access pocket where you can put a camera into the other items, and a top zipper that can also be accessed on the inside. Set the bag on the side, and you're seeing me. So you kind of, while I'm reading, look at my eyes. The sides of this have clips, so you can attach a tripod, water bottle, or other items you might need for quick access. A lot of pockets for your camera gear, but is this the case for you? When we come back, we'll look at all the pros and cons. So that is me reading what I had there for that script. In fact, you can take a look at it right there. I put my camera along with the accessories like the batteries in another zipper case. That case then gets put into this one. I use the Velcro walls to keep the microphone. So you can see I'm reading it, and I'm reading it rather fast. I probably would turn around and stop this and slow this down a little bit. But as you can see, easy to read with any type of teleprompter software, which you can get almost anywhere. So with whatever tablet or monitor you have. I took this 15-inch monitor. You can run teleprompter software. It will not see the whole screen since this is 15.6 inches, and this only allows for up to 12.5 to 13 inches. So that's not a big deal. You just don't put stuff on the sides and you're good to go. But as you can see, I can talk about the warranty. If the zipper breaks, the plastic bottom cracks, you can get that replaced. And if I look at the top corner, this is me looking at the top left-hand corner, then the top right-hand corner, and then the bottom left corner, and then the bottom right corner. So overall, and now I'm looking at myself, and that looks really weird anyway. So overall, I can read something off a script fairly easy, and it's clear. It's in front of the camera, so there's no camera in the way, as opposed to back here, because you can kind of see that. Let me raise this up. That's normally how I have it. You can see the camera and then the monitor behind it. This one is the monitor in front of it, technically, with the camera behind it. How cool is that? And it can even be cooler because I can have it set like this and use it like this. Now, let me raise this back up. And sit normally in this chair. Cool thing about this teleprompter, it can be more than just using it for looking at a camera. I can set this up to have a teleprompting. I can put this off to the side a little bit more and then use it like a speechwriter would talk about, a president would come on and talk about the nation, and everything like that. And you can have a lot of fun with it. Off to the side, you can kind of, you do this whole back and forth with the head, and then of course you can say this comes with a 25-year warranty. And then of course you can get two. You can pair up the monitors and then run it like a dual system there. You can angle it back so you can bring this down, angle it up so it can be seen. The only problem is the light, and I'm going to pull up my Lytra here, and we're going to talk about this. So I'm going to bring my light in here, and I'm going to move it around. Now in here, now when I do that, you can see the camera behind the sock, but you can still read what's going on. I'm going to turn up the brightness. This is at about 30%. Now we're getting in the daytime look. So if you're running this outside, this is what you're going to see. But as you can see, you can still see the text. I can still say, if a zipper breaks, the plastic bottom cracks, you can get it replaced. Now this is probably messing with the actual view. So look at the view. Yeah, it's messing with it. So don't have the sun there. But if you have the sun's up here, then that's not going to affect it too much. If it's close there, you see some glare from the monitor. You see that? So you might have to worry about putting something extra on the sides, like maybe a sock right here and a sock right here. But since this has Velcro on it, you could easily create a wraparound sock or anything like that. Overall, in just doing what I did, I'm fairly impressed in seeing how this works. I can put in my iPad up to a 12.9 inch that's height on the screen. So one of these portable monitors is perfect for that. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that there's a single bar coming out and there's no wings to catch the sides. That's easily rectifiable. I can actually make those. I got, 3D printer. I can do that. So I can make small wings to bring out so it holds the tablet a little bit better, or the screen a little bit better. Put it on a tripod that's going to be strong. Might want to have some sort of sandbag or counterweight with it. I have this on a monopod, which I'm a little bit concerned about right now, but I have it on a monopod. It's holding up really well, but it will, depending on how big of a camera you have on one side and how big of a tablet you have on the other side, you're going to have to figure out its equilibrium. It's got multiple screw options for whatever you need to hook up on it, tripod-wise. But once you get that set, you're good to go, and you're just walking around looking for content, as the script says right here. So they have several, the company does have several teleprompters, different sizes, different everything like that. So I got a few of them down in the carousel that you can take a look at. Everything ranging from the smartphone up to big monitors. So if you need this for your in-house production, if you need this for your whatever, you have it right there. So, and then of course, if you want to, the latest Apple iPads will work. As you can see, I got the 11-inch iPad right there with a case on it. So that's pretty impressive. Using the case, I can then set this up and use this for whatever I need it to do. I'm a musician, so I'm going to also try this with doing music. So I'll have this on the other side of my keyboard, and I'll be playing, and I'll be reading this. I have the Bluetooth from IK Multimedia. That's actually over there. It's a pedal board, which then can allow me to start and stop the script when I have it paired with the script. And I don't know if I have it set up that way just now, but I can then pair it up. So I can use my feet to stop. If this is going too fast, I can stop it, slow it down, and other stuff. Of course, I also have the stomp, which is also a Bluetooth button pedal, which can do the same thing and allow me to connect this up. So awesome stuff. And I can also connect this. It doesn't have to be a tripod. Being a musician, I have many different stands. I'm a drummer. I have cymbal stands galore. Other ways, it fit nicely on a table, so I could probably get some sort of table mount and run it that way, and you wouldn't notice the difference. I could set it in front of me, have an online phone call, like a Zoom call or a Microsoft Teams or something like that, and then be looking at the people's faces and then talk to them directly, which is really cool. And I can't wait to give that a try. The only other thing I didn't do, which I'm thinking of doing, I'll test this later, is my camera, the camera back here, this camera right here, is actually on a slider from a company called Neewer. I got it back during Black Friday. I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach it to this camera and see how that works. And then I'll turn off the big monitor, and then I'll run a portable monitor down here, the portable monitor that will go into the computer, to see if I can use that. Maybe even bring the camera closer to me and have more of an eye-line conversation, just like this. So anyway, that's it. That's the I gotta get this name right. Let's do that again. What is it called? Geekazine. And that's it. That's the Geekazine teleprompter system for a 12-inch tablet or a portable monitor, a small monitor. If you need to read something, if you could say it could be easily fixed with a second clip or a zipper system on the mesh pocket, so I can allow the tripod to slide up and down when I'm walking around looking for content. That was totally out of context. You don't know what that was talking about. That was about that case, but that's okay. And as you can see, I can have a great conversation with you guys. I can keep my hands free if I want to, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've got some talking gigs in the future. I might just use this to have my script nearby so I can see this and talk about, making your online presence better. And this is a great way to do that. Like I said, whether you're doing live streams like I do, or maybe you're doing an online call and you've got to give a report, it's great. You can have a spreadsheet up here. That's what I used to do. I actually put everything into a spreadsheet, and then I called up the spreadsheet there, and then I used in that case, I used the laptop to go up and down. I could read the text, and I could move around the text from there. Or I could have the teleprompter, or if it's on a computer, I can have somebody remote into that computer and be on the Zoom call and actually move the screen, move the text with me, so I don't miss a beat. I don't have to touch anything. And then you don't notice because you don't see anything, because this is what you see. So, all right, what do you think? Are you interested in how this all works? Let me know. You can give me a buzz over at Geekazine. Think magazine, put in a geek, and you got moi. And we can definitely talk about it a little bit more. Socials are right there, including Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. That's where you're going to go to follow. Follow button is now down there. Go ahead and smash that button. I appreciate that multiple times. And yeah, we'll go from there. So check out some of the iPads, some of the tablets. Maybe you're looking for a Samsung tablet. Anything that can call up an app that will do prompting, that's perfect for that. This is the monitor I connected up to it. It's the ViewSonic 15.6. It's the 1655. There's two versions, one with a touchscreen, one without a touchscreen. This one does have a touchscreen. This is what I use usually down here, and that fit just perfect. As I took off I lowered the kickstand and I took off the case, I was able to do it. But a lot of other portable monitors will do the exact same thing. And of course, the last thing, the camera behind that was the Mocos, which is a nice little camera that I've been experimenting with. It's mostly meant for kind of like security camera, CCTV type stuff, but I've been using it for drumming and overhead cameras and things like that. And it's pretty sweet. So, and of course, if you always want to be part of the Geekazine Nation, you can get yourself a Geekazine t-shirt. So I got a few items, t-shirts out there that you can definitely check out and go from there. So, all right, that does it for me. Thanks a lot for watching. If you got any questions, like I said, Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. Geekazine, think magazine, put in a geek. You can email me at geekazine@gmail.com. I've been doing this for, gosh, that's what I don't know. It's gonna be 15 years next year. This year 14. We're approaching 14 in October. And you got any questions on technology? I'll answer. You got any products you want me to unbox and review? Hit me up. Let's talk about it and go from there. But definitely follow. Even if you're watching, recording, follow. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys geek out. Take care. You've been watching Geek Tech Talk Live. I'm Jeffrey Powers.